Good evening. 3 men have been found guilty of planning a Christmas terror attack using bombs and machetes in the heart of Melbourne. As Brett McLeod reports, one of the homegrown jihadis smirked as the verdict was handed down.
These are the 3 men who planned mass carnage in Melbourne. Ahmed Mohammed, his brother Abdullah Chirani and Hamza Abbas, all in their 20s, were convicted of conspiring to plan or prepare for a terrorist act. Their targets, Federation Square, Flinders Street Station and St Paul's Cathedral at Christmas time in 2016. Abbas' brother Ibrahim, self-confessed ringleader of the group, earlier pleaded guilty to the same charge. The Supreme Court heard the group spent months devising the attack, in which they planned to use machetes to kill members of the public before detonating suicide vests. Not knowing they were under police surveillance, they were filmed purchasing chemicals and explosive substances, purchased metal pipes, light globes and batteries. They downloaded instructions on how to make a bomb using household items. The jury was told the Australian-born men follow an extreme form of Sunni Islam and wanted to carry out mass murder as payback for Australia's war on Islamic State. The bigger, the more terror is achieved, that's the point, Ibrahim Abbas told police. All 4 men were filmed travelling to Federation Square on December 20, 2016. In fear an attack was imminent, police arrested them 3 days later. After a 10-week trial, a jury deliberated for 6 days before finding the men guilty. When they did, the trio appeared to treat it as a joke. Although the men were found guilty almost 2 weeks ago, that information was suppressed. It's only because of a Court of Appeal decision this afternoon that their names and the verdicts can be made public. The 3 remain in custody and will return to court for sentencing. Brett McLeod, 9 News.
3 would-be terrorists who wanted to kill Victorians in a Christmas Day bomb plot have been found guilty. The trio laughed in court as their verdict was handed down and believed it was their religious obligation to murder as many innocent people as possible.
While the city was preparing to celebrate Christmas in 2016, Hamza Abbas, his cousin Abdullah Chirani and friend Ahmed Mohammed were preparing to slaughter families in the heart of Melbourne. Their targets were Federation Square and St Paul's Cathedral, areas where large groups gathered because the terror cell wanted to kill as many people as possible. They were caught on CCTV conducting a reconnaissance mission on a balmy December night. Even more disturbing, the men visited chemists and a hardware store where they purchased hydrogen peroxide and acetone, as well as metal pipes, 50 light bulbs and 850 batteries to make bombs. They'd also purchased 2 machetes. A 4th man, Ibrahim Abbas, who pleaded guilty to the plot, told police, "My goals were to cause as much chaos, destruction, fear and bloodshed as possible. I was going to run at them and slice their necks." He went on to say, "You could ram people with a car, you could use a knife attack, you can shoot people. The bigger, the more terror is achieved. That is the point." After 7 days of deliberation, all 3 were found guilty of preparing to commit an act of terror. The jury handed down their verdicts 2 weeks ago, but we couldn't report it because their lawyers tried to keep it a secret. When the media fought the suppression, the terrorist legal team asked the judge for extra time to appeal. Those lawyers were funded by the taxpayer, the very same taxpayers the trio wanted to kill. The men now face life behind bars. Chanel Vella, 7 News.